Hello and welcome to All Things Seniors. This is your host Rafiq. I have been a caregiver for over 20 years, and on this channel, I'm empowering other caregivers one episode at a time. Today, we will talk about some of the tips that will help you plant those seeds before you actually do the difficult conversations. As caregivers, it is in a way our responsibility to have those difficult conversations on behalf of our family with our loved one. And these tips will definitely help you at least make it a bit more easier. So let's dive into 5 tips. And number 5, the last one is my favorite that has really helped me have that relationship with my dad. So number 1, recognize their independence. Always remember, whenever you are proposing something which may take away their independence, whether it is, Dad, I think you should be using a cane, or Mom, I don't think so, you should be cooking in the kitchen all by yourself, have somebody with you around, right? This is something which is taking away their independence. So recognizing that it would be tough for them, they're already losing a lot of, sometimes people lose their body strength, sometimes they lose their friends, relationships. Between losing a lot of those things, losing their independence is the last thing they want. So acknowledging that and addressing that in your conversation. When I talked to my dad, I said, I know it would be tough for you. I know that you may not like the optics of it, that if you are using the cane, people now in your surrounding, outside of our family, but in the neighborhood, at the community center, people might look at you differently. But I would leave you with this thought that if you don't use cane, then the other option is one day you might have a fall, and that will have a very significant impact on your quality of life. So having this conversation by addressing that independence, I think is key, so that they know that you are not undermining, you are not just making a passing comment without appreciating how it would impact them. I think that will be key. So that's my number 1 point. Understand that it will impact their independence. Number 2, highlight the safety and health aspect of it. If we just propose an alternative without talking about the health side of it, it might feel like a flying comment. Why are you telling me to do this? And many a times this health risk or concern coming from the professional, like your doctor or a nurse, may have a lot of weight, right? So when you go for the next doctor's visit, having this conversation in advance with the doctor saying, this is what we are seeing tomorrow when I bring my dad. I would really appreciate if you can help emphasize this point, that it will be in his best interest to, for example, in my dad's case, start using a cane. Otherwise, there could be a fall risk. Coming from a family as an option and introduced by doctor or nurse or a health expert will really have a solid impact. So consider the safety and health aspect of it. Number 3, plant the seed gradually. Once you know that this is something that has to happen, I think your own expectation to yourself should not be that this will be an overnight change. Many a times we believe that I'll tell somebody, and because I know that it's in their best interest, they will just do it. But life-changing things don't happen that way, especially if it is a difficult conversation, if it is something which has a negative change to their life or to the optics, to their personality. They may need some time. So I would suggest plant the seed. Plant the seed by maybe introducing a story, telling, hey Dad, Uncle John from the end of the street, he had a fall, and I was talking to his son, and he said that I was telling my dad to start using a cane or a walker, and he would not listen, and now see, he has a fall, and he is having a hip surgery. Just planting the seed, not inferring that you have a motive here. Just plant the seed that, see, this may happen. And then in a couple of weeks' time, when you actually talk about, it will be in your best interest for your health if you use a cane. Or if the doctor would now refer, I think, Mr. Punjani, you should have a cane. And now my dad will remember that, hey, the neighbor from the end of the street had a fall. Things will align and he may take it a bit more seriously. So number 3 is plant the seed and then wait. It may not be just 1 or 2 conversations. It could be maybe 3, 4, 5 times over a course of 1, 2, maybe 6 months. It may take some time, but if there is a true need and if your loved one will feel the need, they will ultimately opt for it. Number 4, involve the trusted partners. We already spoke about involving the healthcare professional, but I think many a times there are more people in your loved one's life. It could be a very good friend. It could be another family member who they really value in certain aspects of their life, right? Like in my family, my sister sister is a nurse, and as much as I am the primary caregiver, she also plays a huge part in my dad's health. Coming from her, I think, Dad, this is important for you, right? My dad will know that it's not just Rafiq who is trying to impose something on me. He would appreciate that the entire family is considering something, suggesting something, and he may take that particular suggestion a bit more seriously. See, I cannot emphasize this enough, that it has to be a team approach. It has to be a family. It has to be a consultative approach. So these 4 things will hopefully help you. Before I go to number 5, if you are liking this content, I would encourage you to please like this episode and subscribe to the channel. What YouTube does, YouTube will say, okay, this caregiver is liking or subscribing it. This must be a good content for caregivers. They will show it to other caregivers as well, and we all will be able to help each other that way. Number 5, this to me is something which has really helped my relationship with my dad. Previously, I used to not propose something, but rather impose my thoughts on my dad, and that never went well. What I have learned over the last few years is give your loved one an option. Don't impose. It should never be an ultimatum. Give them few options. Explain it to them. Most times that works, because when you'll say, Dad, I think this is good for you, but at the end of the day, it's your decision. And then leave the conversation. Let him chew on it. Let him think on it. And maybe in a month's time, when he see what's happening to his friends, neighbors, somebody having a fall, slowly and gradually, it will build up on his mind that the family is suggesting something which is in his best interest, and he may pick it up. You tell me, what are some of the things you have done to embark that difficult conversation journey? What has helped you? Please write in the comment. I would love to learn from you, and other viewers will learn from you as well. And overall, we will become a more stronger caregiver community. In the end, I always tell to the caregiver community is take care of yourself and take rest, because a rested caregiver is a better caregiver. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, ciao.